where do we start?
My name is Nancy Marchese. I'm a board-certified doctoral level behavior analyst and a clinical psychologist. My goal is to help 2 million children with autism and their families by transforming their lives, and I can't wait to help you too.
Where do you tell families in terms of conceptualizing? Because we talked about like so many, it's complex, this whole, transition to teens and then adulthood in terms of sexuality, relationships. There's so much to this, right? How do we get going, Jess? Okay, so we've got this buy-in early. I love early. Let's start early. But even along the stages in life, how do people decide on those meaningful skills? How do we prioritize? What do we do?
It's really hard. And as a field, we don't have a lot of great resources to say, when we're looking at early learning skills, right? We have lots of great curricula that say you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this, and wonderful, we've done this. And part of that comes from, adult life is so individual, and we care about different things, and we like different things, and we want different things as adults, right? And so I think if you're picking something, I'm often thinking about what is going to give the greatest autonomy to that person. And so in a little kid, that's starting to teach you, how do you pick out your own clothes?
Yeah.
That's autonomy for a little kid, right? That's, okay, you only get to watch one show tonight, so which show should it be? And how do I help you figure out what your best preference is going to be here? Or, and so really starting to think about how are we giving choices and opportunities to make choices in our own life? And that's a skill. We often seem to think about choice making as like just something that people can do. Making choices is a skill, and especially when we start to think about making choices that have bigger, broader implications, right? Some of this delay and denial and delay discounting stuff of I can choose this thing now, or I can save for something bigger and better later. Those are hard skills, right? Sure. But some of those are really underlying a lot of friendship skills and social interaction skills and workplace skills, right? Thinking about post-secondary education, that's really a delay discounting model. That's a work hard now, get payoff later. Okay, well, we'll go and see the movie or have the snack that my friend wants this time, and next time we'll see the movie that I want because I like to go places with my friend, and that means that sometimes we have to do things that they want too. And so all of those sorts of underlying skills that lead to greater autonomy and sort of greater control over our life, I think is what we prioritize. And as we think about that from all different aspects of life, I think that's a good gauge forward, is to think about, okay, so what will autonomy look like in friendships, and what can autonomy look like in our own self-care, and what can autonomy look like in our community engagement. And I think that's sort of where I've landed as if you don't have a great roadmap, that's sort of what I kind of keep coming back to for clients.
There's only so much we could cover in the short amount of time we had today. If you found value in what we talked about, go to breakthroughautism.ca, join our newsletter, and also follow me on my socials.